U.S. retailers will report November same-store sales throughout the day, giving investors a glimpse at the state of holiday spending. New York jeweler Tiffany will also take the wrap off consumer spending when it reports third-quarter results ahead of the opening bell. But Hurricane Sandy could put a damper on Christmas at Tiffany's and other retailers. That, at least, is the view of Stacey Widlitz, who joins us now on set. She's president of SW Retail Advisors, CNBC contributor. Stacey, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, let's talk about Tiffany. How much is Sandy going to impact sales, and how much of a read really is Tiffany for the luxury sector more broadly?
Well, Tiffany's sort of rounding out retail earnings season here, and we've heard from a slew of luxury retailers that things are decelerating. Things are decelerating in Asia, they're decelerating in the States, so certainly expectations for Tiffany are low. They've basically told us don't look for any growth in the quarter that they're about to report.
It's extraordinary.
Yes. And they basically also told us that, sort of put everything into the fourth quarter. That's when we're going to see growth again. They're very tough comparisons in this quarter. The comparisons get lighter in the fourth quarter, so we'll see. But the business is tough.
Is that the case for retailers more broadly, that they're staking their year on the fourth quarter at this point?
You are hearing from some retailers that they're saying, back half weighted year. So that's the old excuse in retail. Certainly you never like to hear a back half weighted story, and Tiffany is one of the standouts here.
Well, it would suggest too, when we look for those November same-store sales figures, that they better come in strong. What's the expectation?
Well, I think, we just rounded out retail earnings. We've heard from most retailers in the past few weeks. We had a strong Black Friday weekend. Spending was up between 12 and 13%, according to the stats that we have out there. And that was certainly led by online spending this year.
When we talk about November 2, the trouble is it's going to be hard to tell with the Sandy impact as to whether that's going to hurt the headline. Any sense from anecdotally or your sense of store traffic as to what impact Sandy overall? Was it a net drag, a positive for some?
Sure. Well, I think it was a drag for most retailers, and we heard from Kohl's, from Saks, that it was a drag. Saks gets 20% of their business from that flagship store in New York City, so that's a big deal. Also, the Tiffany flagship store, it represents about 8% of overall sales, so expect to hear the Sandy excuse.
Right.
Certainly as same-store sales roll out, and as well from Tiffany.
Black Friday is getting really interesting because especially in a year like this, as you said, back half weighted, where you would expect maybe this to be when the big push comes through and pushes them into the black for the year. Actually, is all the discounting really starting to hurt retailers' bottom lines?
Well, that's the question. This year, discounts were so heavy, so is Black Friday really turning into Red Friday? Typically, it signifies the beginning of when retailers start making money. But you saw that the promotions were crazy. I mean, there were televisions at Best Buy for under $200. That was a 50% discount. Walmart was guaranteeing in stock on iPad 2s, giving away a $75 gift certificate. So the question is, are they just giving away sales here?
And that's going to be something to watch when we get those figures too, whether it reflects discounting as much as it does volume.
Right.
Stacey Widlitz, president of SW Retail Advisors. Stacey, thanks very much.